Lil Zay Osama and his favorite weapon, the switch. Lil Zay Osama always rapped about switches like they were regular attachments, like they came stock on every Glock in the trenches. But in the Fed's eyes, a switch don't just make your Glock go brrr, it makes it a machine gun. And in 2022, that's exactly what got Zay in serious trouble. It all went down in New York City when an Uber driver picked him up from a hotel in Manhattan. Zay was on his way to a recording studio in Queens.
Spank playing with 6. That's my dog.
Nigga sound just like how he rap.
Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna be up in Champagne. What day we gonna be up in Champagne? Look at the 12 down there. What they doing? Stopping traffic? Folks already just got locked up for knocking one of their ass out. Not right here, down there. They finna come out. They finna try to hop out on us. On my daughter, they just pulled up, hopping out. I'm telling them, gang, that ain't us, y'all ain't on us. Y'all on them other people. We don't got nothing to do, nothing going on.
And during the ride, the driver noticed something on him. A Glock 22 with a switch, fully loaded. 1 in the head, 9 in the mag. The switch made it fully automatic, meaning Zay could let off the whole clip in under 2 seconds. After Zay and his people got out the Uber, they accidentally left the strap behind. The driver saw it, called the cops, and when NYPD pulled up, they confirmed it was a 40.
Leave your gun. Like, the only reason you probably bringing the gun is to protect yourself. So you just left the only thing to protect yourself. Like, if you're gonna leave the gun, there's no point in bringing it. Like, niggas be dumb.
Cal Glock with a switch.
Then with a switch on it, like, I don't even understand, like, the whole time with switches, you feel me? But from what I heard, ain't that like an extra 15 years? Like, you could just get caught with a gun, that's one thing. But they get caught with a switch. Won't they just add like an extra 10, 15 years on that shit? And niggas just leaving that shit in Ubers, like, niggas be stupid.
No scratch-offs, no ghost gun, real steel. The Uber driver later identified Zay as the one who had it in his lap. That one statement was all the feds needed to open a machine gun case on a Chicago rapper in New York.
What happened?
What's up, bro? I don't even know you can leave him. Which one? Oh, you got arrested on dog?
What's happening?
I just got a call.
What's happening?
What's going on? I heard you could talk.
What's happening?
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, you got arrested on dog?
We're gonna sort it all out.
That's
We're gonna
crazy.
sort it all out. What is going on? We're gonna sort it all out. I'm the manager. I'm just he's being detained right now. So
That's crazy.
I'm just.
Did you get him my phone though?
Oh,
You got
this.
anything on you? Can I get his phone?
I'm on.
Body cam footage showed Zay getting arrested with his hands up saying, "I'm on live," trying to show the world what was happening in real time. But even being on live couldn't stop what was coming. When the feds ran his record, it wasn't clean. Criminal trespassing, reckless conduct, multiple robbery and battery charges, and a past aggravated discharge of a firearm case. The court saw a pattern, and the U.S. attorney painted him like a walking menace. Now, this case wasn't just any street beef gone federal. It was a full-on machine gun possession charge, which carries up to 10 years in prison. Add in that, the switch itself makes it illegal, even without the gun attached. And Zay was looking at time. Everyone online thought it was over. Some even called him a snitch just because he didn't get hit with a full dime. But the truth was way more complicated. Zay pled guilty in May 2023. His legal team played smart. They highlighted that most of his serious charges were from when he was 15 or 16. As an adult, Zay only had 2 misdemeanors.
How you gonna try to paint somebody as a gang member, just a problem to society for some shit they did when they was 15? Like, that's crazy.
They pointed out he got shot in the chest at 14, survived the trenches, and was trying to make it out. They even brought up the fact that Zay had to deal with roaches and rats in MDC Brooklyn, that the prison had locked down so bad it was basically solitary confinement. His lawyer argued he wasn't a danger. He was an artist, trying to survive in a game that keeps rappers under a microscope. The feds weren't trying to let him slide, though. They brought up how his DNA was found on the gun, and that earlier in 2023, Zay had been caught in a high-speed chase in Illinois with 2 illegal Glocks, one with a laser and switch, the other with a 50-round drum and scratched-off serials. He was even wearing a $90,000 chain that prosecutors claimed was stolen during an armed robbery in NYC. But even with all that, Zay got sentenced to just 14 months in prison and 1 year of supervised release. With good behavior, that means he'll serve 85%, so just under a year inside. The court recommended FCI Thompson so he could be close to home in Chicago. Once the sentence dropped, the internet exploded. People started saying there's no way you get 14 months for a switch unless you're telling. Zay responded directly, saying, "Stop believing everything you hear or see on the internet. You really think you can get 30 years for a switch? Hell nah." People forgot that a switch charge can range from probation to 10 years depending on your background, and Zay's was light as an adult. It also didn't hurt that he had a $350,000 bond, a Warner Records deal, and one of the top lawyers in New York. That kind of money talks in court. While broke dudes facing the same charge might sit down for 5 to 10, Zay's team made sure the judge saw him as a changed man, not a walking threat. Lil Zay Osama's favorite weapon, the switch, almost cost him everything. It's the same weapon he bragged about in tracks, the same one that got left in an Uber by mistake, and the same one that triggered a federal machine gun charge. But with the right team and a smart legal strategy, he turned what could have been a 10-year stretch into a 1-year setback. Now he's back on the streets, and the internet's still trying to figure out how he beat the system. Bottom line, don't let the lyrics fool you. The switch might be flashy in a bar, but it's deadly in court. And unless you're rich, famous, and lawyered up like Zay, it could be a one-way ticket to federal prison.